Hey everyone, it's Erica here with the Gallatin Valley Sentinel. We are continuing our interviews with the Bozeman City candidates and the Gallatin County candidates for the Study Commission. Tonight we have Jeff Krauss with us, who is running for the County Study Commission. Jeff, welcome. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for doing this. This is a great
Absolutely.
opportunity.
It's our pleasure. So tell us a little bit about your background.
Oh, so I got to Montana in 1975. I'm an old guy. And I got to Montana in 1975. I was working for the railroad
Mhm.
and all over. I've worked in Laurel and Livingston and Butte and Missoula, all the southern route. But the railroad, that part of the route got sold to Denny Washington, and I lost my job. Went back to school, went to Montana State University and got a degree in accounting, became a CPA. I became a blue collar guy in a white collar world. That's what I did. I'm not a I don't have a lot of couth, I guess I would say, but I've learned to cope. That taught me a lot, right? I know how to use my hands. I know how to be self-sufficient. I know how to think when your car won't start, and
Yeah.
that's essentially how I approach everything in my professional life. But I got a job working in the county treasurer's office, Gallatin County Treasurer's office,
Okay.
and I learned, that I was just an accountant. And then, steadily progressive work experience, I became the chief deputy accountant. And then I became the treasurer. I got appointed to finish a term, and then I ran and was elected county treasurer. Sometime in that period, I ran for, didn't win, but got appointed to the 94, 96 Bozeman Study Commission. So I've done study commission once. I After that, I stopped being county treasurer. I worked for the Museum of the Rockies.
Oh,
Uh,
cool.
and then a couple of years of doing that, I thought, I have a chance to put what I know about local government to work. And I ran for Bozeman City Commission, and I spent 16 years on the city commission, 3 terms as mayor. Essentially, I've been in local government for 30 years.
Okay.
I raised 2 boys. They graduated from Montana State as well as I did. I have served at the state level. Brian Schweitzer appointed me to the Montana Board of Regents, so I was able to use that position to get really to just pound and pound and pound away until we got a 2-year college here in the Gallatin. So we have Gallatin College at Montana State University, thanks to Ed Cruzado leaving it all on the line and a couple of us that really believed in it. And, I've worked for the people of Bozeman, listened to their problems, and tried to find solutions for really almost 30 years. It's 1991 till now with a couple breaks in between.
Yeah, that's a long time and a robust history in politics. So, assuming you're not tired of that because you're willing to commit, another 2 years if elected, um, what motivated you to run for this commission this time?
There's a there's a lot of things going
Yeah,
on in
yeah,
this county and in this and in the city as well that I don't that I'm suspicious of, or that I don't think are helping the tax-paying citizens of Gallatin County. They're not. I believe in the representative form of government. I think that we're going to see as Bozeman grows that the county's going to the rural areas of the county are going to lose their representation in the
mm,
county commission, and I think we need to structure the government to address that. I'm a CPA and an expert in county finance and taxation, and I think that follow the money and show me the money, and I'm a person that can interpret that,
yeah.
would give me an edge on other candidates when it comes time to seeing if we're running an efficient government. And then finally, when I was county treasurer, that's a row officer, I really believe in the row officer part of the government. I think the elected sheriff, the elected clerk and recorder, they elected county treasurer. They're the friendly face on all of these arcane and strange state and local laws and regulations that we have to go through. And I believe you elect a county treasurer or a sheriff who represents you locally, who you know locally. Maybe
Mhm.
your kids went to school together. Maybe you went to church. Maybe you know them through Rotary. Whatever it is, you are electing people that you trust to help you navigate government. And I think we lose that when we create larger and larger bureaucracies
Mhm.
where you have, oh, one person reporting to another person, reporting to another person, and they just hold a book in front of you and say, okay, here's the book, goodbye.
Yeah.
Uh, where when you have an elected representative, they're working for you. And I really feel that. I really think that. I really experience that. I really live that.
Yeah.
And so I believe that we can restore that to Gallatin County in a significant way.
Do you think that the public fully understands how important this study commission is? I mean, from 20 years ago to now, there's a completely different cross section of people here. And I think a lot of people don't really even know about this and what it is, what it can do, what it can't do. And yeah, I guess my question is, do one of the things that you will do if elected is engage with the public. And what ideas do you have for that? I guess is my question.
Well, so I have a lot of experience engaging with the public. We also need to engage with other counties
Mhm.
that have a different form of government, that maybe have self-governing powers or a charter, or how does that work for them? Or maybe they have more county commissioners. How does that work for them? You got to actively engage the public. When we were in the 94, 96, which let's face it, it's 30 years ago, the
Oh
big thing
God,
was,
is it?
I
Oh
think
yeah,
it's 30 years ago. I can use my fingers and toes.
it's terrifying.
We one of the big things was you can't do telephone, you know, can't do telephone surveys and have them be statistically valid. We have to come up with a way to have a statistically value survey of the people of Gallatin County to find out, at least through that measure, what they think. And then you go out to them. You go to West Yellowstone, you go to Big Sky, you go to Willow Creek, you go to
Mhm.
Three Forks, you go to Modlow, maybe. You go to Spring Hill, and you have to actively. It's very active. Everything is you trying to get by you, I mean the study commission trying to get input from citizens. What happens at local government meetings? What happens when they pass the budget? They
Yeah.
sit there in an empty room and pass the budget. And you don't find out you don't like the budget until your tax bill hits you.
All right.
What happens when they pass a new development code? They sit in an empty room. Maybe there's a few architects or engineers or developers in there, but that's it. And you pass a development code. I think engagement is a big piece of this. I have experience doing that. Even as mayor, we tried a number of different methods of trying to get engagement during a meeting or in a series of meetings.
Mhm.
Some worked, some didn't, but yeah, I think I know we can do it.
Yeah.
We just have to actively do it.
You're you're right. There's such a unique opportunity with technology the way that it is. There are so many ways that people consume media now. It's not just turning on the television and finding out what's on. It's so many different avenues, which it can be a great thing and a terrifying thing as well, because there's so many different sources of information. So that's kind of why we started the Gallatin Valley Sentinel, to give people here in this county and city a place where they can go and really find out what's going on. And the hope is that we can do that, like you said, before these things are voted on and passed and everybody's.
And I agree with you. We are, taking advantage of technology. I just don't want to rely on technology and then come up with the governmental equivalent of Bodie McBoatface. When they tried to get the name of of a new tugboat on the Thames or whatever it was, and that won. I think that you have to be careful that you are getting representation and not just the noisy 100.
Hmm.
And there was a question that was asked, well, who's underrepresented and who's overrepresented in
Yeah.
local government? I think that the people that get up and go to work and they're citizens and they're taking their kids to school and they're going to taking them to all of their different activities, and then they got a second job, and all of the things that consume them in daily life.
Hmm.
They don't participate much. They don't go down and have a protest at the commission meeting. They don't go in to a county commission meeting at 10 o'clock in the morning
Yeah.
because they're at work, and they got to save their time off for time for their family. And I think that we have to be we have to understand that for most people, local government means you make sure that there's that it's pipes and police, it's pipes and public safety. The fire gets put out, the cops come when you need them, they're enforcing the laws, and the toilets flush and the water runs and the potholes, in Bozeman, Montana, the potholes get fixed.
Yeah.
And I think after that, they begin to say, well, what else do you do? And what else are you supposed to do? And to some extent, I'm that person still that says, hey, I want local government to just impinge on my consciousness to the point where they're there when I need them.
Mhm. So, what would you say to? You've answered a lot. Well, we're kind of wrapping up. What would you say to our audience why they should vote for you?
I've thought about this a lot. There is nothing about me or my identity or my background that I would say makes me feel that I'm entitled to your vote. I am not entitled to anything other than what I work hard to get. And I hope that I have worked hard for the people of Gallatin County and the people of Bozeman. And you can see in my record that I've done that, that I'm a person of ideas, that I believe that a person can make a difference. A person can work so hard that they get uh, bus service or a 2-year school or a new way of thinking into our community. And I believe I have shown to be a person of ideas, a person who can listen to the public and synthesize ideas from that listening, who goes actively out and seeks out public opinion. And I would hope to have your vote.
Wonderful. Well, it is America, and you're right. Each one of us has the opportunity to make a difference, and our voices are super important. I think we're very lucky to have this opportunity here in our city and our county. We wish you and all of the candidates a lot of luck with your campaign. And if elected, I hope you'll come back and tell us how it's going, because we plan on continuing to help get the word out about what's happening in our city and our county. And just can't thank you enough for sitting down with us today.
Well, thank you for all you're doing to help get the word out and to help get an alternate voice to what's going on in Gallatin County and our cities.
Okay. Well, we'll see you soon and appreciate you so much, Jeff.
Thank you.